Hey there, YouTube. Welcome. Today, we're going to talk about the HD4 and the 4.5. Put out a video saying, yeah, the HD4 is kind of growing on me. I'm starting to like the gun more now that Staccato's modified the grip. And we're going to get into your comments. One other thing, new book, Baseline Dry Fire, is out. I'll put a link down in the description if you're interested. You can go check that out. Okay, so let's get into it. I'll bring you up to speed here. All right, so this is the HD4. Now, this gun went back to Staccato and got a new safety fitted to it and like a subtle change to the grip. I think it was a little bit fatter up towards the top, and they've made it's thinner. The gun now, overall, it just feels better. More so than I thought it would. I wasn't too bothered by the grip before, but after feeling the 4.5, after that came out, I was like, oh, I should get my 4 updated because I think I would like it better. Now, in shooting the gun, I would say right now I feel like the HD is almost more than the sum of its parts, if that makes any sense. Now, it's a checklist of features that the gun has. It does all the things if you're looking for like a service pistol type thing, right? It's drop safe. It does the ambi stuff. Fine. But the thing that I like about it is I just plain like the frame. I like the feel of the gun in my hand. I like the weight and the balance. And it's tough. It's tough. Like if a gun doesn't have that, if it doesn't have that likability factor for me, it's really tough. Like it's really tough for me to ever like the gun. And then on the flip side of that, to me, this gun, I like the feel of it generally. So I feel like I'd be a little bit more forgiving. Or I'd just want to overlook flaws or issues with the gun just because I'm kind of inclined to like it and it's grown on me over time. All right, let's move on. All right, the 4.5 HD needs to be compared to the Staccato P a bit more. And I kind of get that. All right, so this is the 4.5. This is the one with the sight block. All right, now he's talking about comparing it to the Staccato P. That's like the normal 2011 that Staccato sells. In terms of shootability, my opinion, the 4.5, the best shooter out of the bunch, then the Staccato P, then the HD4. Just because the 4 is a little bit snappier, it's a little bit more violent. The Staccato P is a little bit bigger gun. All right, so I would say it's pushy and flippy just because it's got a little bit higher bore axis. It feels pushy and flippy to me. I feel like I'm waiting on the Staccato P to come back. Whereas the 4.5 easily stands out as better because it's fast, soft, and flat. To me, it just shoots better than a P. As far as the recoil and everything. Now, there's a couple other things to consider there. First, the feel of the gun. If you want, you're like, hey, I want to get a 2011. Well, the Staccato P is a normal 2011. It goes in the same holster. It's going to have basically the same feel as those guns, right? If you get the HD 4.5, well, now it's like, it feels different. It's not just a 2011. So you'd have to kind of get a feel for it yourself because the grip's a little bit smaller. I find it more comfortable. I like it better. I could see it going either way, whether a guy likes the feel of a P or the 4.5. That's going to be dealer's choice, like whichever one you like the feel of. The other thing there is the trigger in the Staccato 4.5. It has the drop safe trigger. It's not a huge deal, but you can just kind of feel there's a little more weight to it. So if you're buying a Staccato P for some kind of competitive shooting thing and you want the lightest trigger possible, okay, that makes sense. And you might favor that over the 4.5. Overall, I think the guns are more alike than they are different. I mean, despite the aesthetic, right? Like the 4.5 looks different and it takes Glock mags. I mean, to me, the biggest difference in the guns is the smaller frame to the 4.5. That, to me, is the big difference in terms of the feel. Okay, let's see what else you guys had to say. I just got my first Staccato, the HD 4.5, and I just love it. As a Tucsonian, I love the Saguaro in the background. Oh, God, you guys in Tucson. I don't know. I don't get it. The part of Arizona where I am, it seems better to be up near Phoenix, doesn't it? It's okay, though, in Tucson. I'm just fucking with you guys. All right. Let's see what else we got. I ended up not liking mine when it arrived, and I paid a big fee to have it restocked. They'll do that? Staccato? You can return guns to Staccato? Staccato restock fee? Is that a thing? Staccato restock fee typically 20% if a pistol can. Okay, interesting. All right. It was a day one version. I don't regret skipping it. I ended up getting an MPA DS9. Okay, but I don't know. I mean, it sounds to me, if you got the 4.5 and didn't like it, I mean, totally fair enough, but you ended up with a DS9, probably the 4.5 was never your gun. It was never the gun for you. That's what it would sound like to me. I'd be like, no, you want like a competition like oriented gun, which the 4.5 isn't necessarily. All right, I just wish the sight block would move over to the Staccato P. Yeah, so the party piece on the 4.5 is the sight block. I've shot other sight blocked guns before. Shooting the 4 and the 4.5 next to each other, it's a dramatic difference with the sight block on this thing. Like, very dramatic, very noticeable. You're like, wow, it really changes the character of the gun. It's kind of amazing. All right. Supercut the HD and the HD 4.5, please. Yeah, I will. I just need to shoot them more. I need to get good with the guns, so to speak. All right, what about the Atlas with the sight block? I've shot the sight blocked Atlas. I don't think it helps that gun that much. Either the comp or the sight block, a little bit. It's just their normal guns are so good as far as how balanced they are when they reciprocate and all that stuff. It's going to change the gun a little bit, but to me, it's not that interesting. And the comp for sure, not that interesting on the Atlases, just because, again, the gun shoots so neutral without the comp that the comp to me just destabilizes it, unless I was going to shoot major, but they don't even build major guns anymore. All right, can you explain the physics of why the sight blocks make such a difference? Fuck, dude. Fuck. Thankfully, let's go down one comment. Counterweight, less reciprocating mass relative to the total mass of the weapon, so less muzzle flip and overall recoil impulse. In addition, it increases the dwell time before the barrel unlocks and the slide cycles, softening the recoil impulse. Saved by the comments there for me. Like, you explain the physics. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to, man? All right. Without it sounding stupid, I suppose you are in Arizona, correct? Yeah. Yes. Occasionally I'm in Arizona. Ooh, no, I don't want to talk about your Wilson combat gun. All right, one guy says the HD4 looks snappy. I agree. I think the HD4 is like, it's snappier than a Glock 47. All right, comparing the original P to the HD4 and 4.5, which is the best gun? See what I have the regular P, and I was considering selling it to buy the HD models. I've seen a lot of people like that, and to me, that's kind of weird. It's not that it's wrong or it's bad. It's just if you have the P and you like it, like you like the feel of it and everything, and you're friendly with it, it doesn't make much sense to me to sell it to get that, like, buy the HD. Why? Like, to me, I'd want there to be a specific reason. If you're just buying it because it's newer or because you think it's cooler, I mean, I guess that you can do that. But again, if you're getting on well with a Staccato P, I don't know how much that it matters to buy the new one. I don't know. I think I'd rather have 5 blue label Glock 47s for the price of 1 HD. With the red dot, I get the same performance I need out of almost every 9mm handgun. Yeah, and I think most people aren't going to have 5 Glock 47s. But yes, a Glock 47 or 2, that to me seems like a good thing. You don't get anything out of buying the more expensive guns in most cases. You're just getting something you like more. That's all. You just like it more. Well, all right, guys, I'm going to head out to the range, and I'll see how much I like shooting the HDs today. I think it should be a banger day, no doubt.